what happened now is that over time we've been discussing the political issues bordering on Igbo man being at the top, I mean the office of the presidency, for many years. And the Yorubas, as I know them, I can't say virtually Yorubas are the only cause of that. They are not the only problem we have. I look at the angle of the northern hegemonies. I mean the Hausa, Yoruba, Hausa Fulani, you know, link. Hausa Fulani that worked hard in 1966, 67, 68, 69 to make sure that Igbo race, Igbo tribes was eliminated, wiped out of the map of Africa. So that's why I'm not totally, universally blaming Yoruba alone. You listen to me. So the point is that since 1983, we've seen a Nigerian regime whereby Alhaji Shagari was the president and the vice president was Alex Ekwuome. The regime lasted till 31st December 1983 when military junta took over. That was a military administration or regime led by General Muhammad Buhari. It was an Igbo man that was supposed to be Nigerian president comes 1983, came 1983 election by a non-government, dependent platform called FEDECO, Federal Electoral Commission. Then headed by Joseph Wires, I think. Yeah, I think Joseph Wires is from the former Bende State. Are you listening to me? It was about to take off because after 1983, everybody believed that Shagari wanted to come for 2 tenure. From 1979 to 83 is 4 years. From 1983 to 87 should be 8 years of Nigerian Second Republic under Alhaji Shagari. But that belief, was abruptly, ended when the military junta intervened and took over power from the then civilian government of Alhaji Shagari. Everybody in Nigeria believed that it was handwork of Awolowo and the then Abiola, the national chairman of MPN, National Party of Nigeria, who was coup-driven. His ideology, his philosophy, his belief was that every coup that came and went then in Nigeria, he was to be the sponsor of those coups. And if you go through the history, the whole coup that went on in Nigeria then in the past was sponsored by Abiola, the then national chairman of NPN, Nigerian People's Party, National Party of Nigeria, National Party of Nigeria. So what am I saying here? The leadership after Alhaji Shagari should be a leadership under an Igbo man, in the person of Alex Ekwuome, the founding father of PDP. It was SDP that translated into PDP, People's Democratic Party. It was before Social Democratic Party. Democratic Party. See, let me tell you, the Igbos were denied of political leadership of this country based on the fact that Yorubas, they think they are good on administration, but if tested, they have failed woefully. It is showing now on Ernest Shonekan. Ernest Shonekan failed woefully. Could be that he did not fail. Abacha could not have at least snatched power from Ernest Shonekan in 1994. And currently we are seeing an administration under another Southwesterner, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who hijacked power from Obi. Of course, it wasn't smartness. I always tell people, if you want to see politicians, world leaders that are smart, I refer you to Russia, Vladimir Putin. I refer you to United States of America, Donald Trump. These are smart politicians. There are many Russians, many Americans under the payroll of Vladimir Putin, Donald Trump, respectively. They have establishment whereby many of their countrymen are receiving salaries, are feeding under their payrolls. But today we have seen a champion, a political champion in Nigeria who has not employed anybody. Alphabeta you are talking about is a tax establishment or platform that is taking care of Lagos State internally generated revenue. Alphabeta, owned by Tinubu. Yes, cutting away or going home with over how many billions of naira? 13% of Lagos generated revenue every month goes into the pocket account of Alphabeta, owned by Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Is it a visible company which I might refer to macro, or is it micro? Nobody has ever seen the company and how many people were employed, because those people that are working for Alphabeta are still under the payroll of Lagos State government. So till today, I'm trying to give the sensitization that Igbos were denied of political leadership of this country, and the consequences is what is playing out right now, because I believe, every other person believes, that Nigeria has come to an end. Igbo man should have been the present captain of this administration, but Tinubu forced himself there because he feels that the Hausas, the Fulani hegemony, would support him, and actually they did. If what I'm saying is not the truth, why is it that Mahmoud Yakub could not allow the beavers, the electronic device that is meant for transmitting of the election, not play out or not used? It was made as a law in the upper house of legislative chamber to use the beavers by iCloud to transmit the election. But today we find out that that electronic device, we spent money, Nigerian government spent billions upon billions of naira, was not used by the umpire, Independent National Electoral Commission. What was the need? What is the need of utilizing such huge amount of money on those or these devices? The electoral device or equipment purchased by federal government of Nigeria is just for nothing. That money is a waste. They wasted that money, that fund, for nothing, because it wasn't used. The chairman of the umpire turned his back on the device. He could not use it because he knew if he used it, the whole world will see. And actually he did not use it, but the manufacturers of that device, it works with network, iCloud, Amazon. iCloud in Japan, they actually see the true winner of 2023 presidential election in Nigeria. It was Peter Greg Obi of Anambra State. And today someone hijacked that mandate given to him and is trying to show that he's smart, you know, to convert Nigeria into the biggest African economy by making Edo State IT hub, Anambra State spare parts and other, you know, technology hub, Lagos State #1 and the biggest West African economy, if not the whole Africa, and so on and so forth. But today, what have we seen? We've seen failure. He has failed. Tinubu regime has gone too far to deny Nigerians most of the amenities, social infrastructures, food on our tables. Hunger is looming. Hunger looms in every home, in every household in Nigeria, to the level that we could not afford a bag of rice today. Beans is a thing of the past in Nigeria. A bag of beans has gone up to 120,000 naira. We are not even trying to look at the amount that a bag of garri costs. Garri is the cheapest, the most celebrated household food in Nigeria is garri. If garri could go high in price, it means that the falcon could not hear the falconer and the center could no longer hold in Nigerian region today. Garri is now like cocaine in the past in Nigeria. If a country could not afford the food her citizens could eat, it means medication is gone to what? High. Skyrocketed medication today is not available and affordable because garri has gone far to deny Nigerians accessibility to food, ordinary garri, to eat egusi and abono. Tell me how many households in Nigeria that could afford garri? This is because a particular tribe was alienated from economic, political stage of this country. I think what should be done right now is a confab, constitutional national conference. Let everybody come together and let us decide the fate of Nigeria. Thank you.